Hi guys, hope you're all well. I'm just going to do another Mokume Ana today, or Mokume holes. Of course I'm going to be using my texture mat again, guys. Just wanted to quickly show you though, I've just got a bit of scrap copper here. If you haven't got this mat or something similar, just get some sort of pokey tool and poke yourself some random holes into a piece of clay, like so. Then just get your blade and slice the top, and there you go. You've got something very similar to what I'm getting. And of course I'm going to tweak this one a little bit, guys. The translucency on this is amazing, but there were quite a lot of plaques. Now it could just be that I'd just trapped some in that lower layer of scrap, maybe, but I'm going to be a little bit more careful and roll each layer out a little bit, just to try and make sure that I'm not getting any air trapped, so that we get the best translucency. So yeah, today I'm going to use some Cernit Translucent, some Cernit Black No.1. Oh, I'll just show you the code, guys. Cernit Black No.1, and I'm going to use some Cernit Metallic in copper. So again, guys, we just need a small amount of this so that we can put our impression in and shave slithers off. Same with the black, no waste with them because it can go back in the packet. And the translucency, I'm just going to do enough on a 2 setting for 5 of these. So I'll go and get them conditioned. I'll see you in a minute. Okay guys, so I've got 5 squares of translucent and they're on a 2 setting, and I've just conditioned my copper and black, and I've stacked them up just so it's easy for me to slice. I'll do my copper first, guys. Just make sure my hands are clean after that black. It's not too bad, the Cernit Black, but it can stain you a little bit. And as I did in the other video, guys, oh, just hang on, I've got a bit of something stuck to that. As I did in the other video, I'm just going to pop my texture mat on, and I'm just going to use a block to push the pattern in, like so. Get my fine blade and just skim some slithers off. Now I am going to try and keep these as thin as possible, and I'll flip it over and do this side now, and then I'll roll it. And I think I'll use my thicker blade actually. It seemed to work better the other day to get a, there we go, getting really good slithers with my thicker blade. And I think I'll probably do more copper than black, just like the black accent it. I'll just give this a roll out just to get rid of those craters. Again, be mindful like last time about leaving air bubbles in. Let's give it a nice firm press. Oh, I'll just move that out of the way, then I don't drag my hand in it. And get myself some slithers. I'll maybe get a nice one out of this bit here. It might be a bit thick, but we'll see. And again, I'm just going to turn it over, guys. Give it a roll, because you're getting the kind of mica shift effect if you use a metallic clay, which kind of added to the effect, I think. And I'll just do a couple more slithers of this. Just trying to keep them as thin as possible. Oh, it's sticking to me. Get off. See if I can get one out of this bit here. And I'm probably going to have enough now with that, guys. I'll just quickly wipe up that mic a bit, and then I'll do the black. I'll do the black off camera, guys. You get the gist. I'll just go and do some slithers of the black. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, guys, I've got some black up here. I don't know if you can make it out on the mat and my copper. So we're going to make a start. So I'm going to start with a piece of translucent, and I know that the bottom isn't going to get seen too much, so where's my little, I'll just use this bit here where the holes didn't go all the way through. I'll just make some of those holes back. And maybe use this piece on an edge. So I'll just pop this down here. And again, trying to be mindful that I'm not trapping air. Where's my little, this little tool's great for picking up slithers of colour. I was going to pop a bit of black there, and just a little bit more. Oh, and I'll just overlap it. Again, it's on the bottom layer, depending on where we cut. Don't know how well this will show through, but I'm just going to, in fact, just got a couple of little scraps of slithers here. I'm just going to pop them down just to fill this little corner with a little bit of colour. There's another little bit, just a little bit. You know, you can put this wherever you want, guys. Right now, as I said, because I know we've got some depth in these dimples, I'm just going to roll this a little bit to get them to flatten down into the clay, and hopefully that won't trap as much air as last time, although like I say, it didn't really seem to cause that many issues. It was just on the bottom layer, which was a bit of a scrap translucent, wasn't it? So that could have been why. Okay, next piece, I think I'll go for this one here. Again, I'm just gonna alternate where I put my slices, guys. That was quite thick on one end. Put that on there. And I'm just kind of rolling my finger, then it forces any air out if there is any trapped. And again, just going to give that a roll to make sure that if there is any little pockets, that either the clay pushes up into it or we're rolling it flat, so that we're not encouraging air pockets. And then translucent again, I'll just smooth that through and then give it a roll. And we want some black on this side now, don't we? Oh, that's a nice piece. Just make sure it's pressed down. And then I've only got one more layer, haven't I? So I'm just going to break that edge off there where it's a bit thick. And pop this piece on. Oh, come on. And let's overlap that a little bit. Now I've just got a little tiny piece there, I might pop it in the middle of that. You can actually feel a bit of air trapped under that one. Okay, and then we'll just roll again to flatten that out a bit. And I'm just popping it back into shape, guys, and I'm not losing too much of my square. Okay, last layer. Just give this a little stretch as it's a little bit bigger. I'll just give it a roll. Oh, got a bit of sparkle or something on there. Don't know where that's come from. Okay, last pieces. Let's pop this one here. I'm going to pop that there. I may just pop a little bit more on this bottom edge. Let's turn this around. This piece is really, really thin, so I'm just going to pop that there. Get it overlapping a little bit. Bit of interest. Okay, do I want any more copper on that? Nope. I think it'll be great as it is. Again, just going to give that a roll. Just turn my block around. And I'll just give this a little stretch. Oops, got a bit of black clay on the top, doesn't matter. I'll just pick it out and give this the last roll. Okay. Now I'm just going to use this little pokey You don't have to poke holes in, guys. You know, you could put some lines in, couldn't you? But I'm just going to give it a bit of a wiggle and a stretch to try and make it look a bit more organic. I'll make the holes not holes, if that makes sense. A bit more like stretched out. And where's my square pairs? Did I put? Oh, I did. Put them away. Fancy that. Okay, I'll just get this back together. Give us a roll out. I just turn it over so that the bottom catches up with the top. Okie dokie. We'll just get this into a more manageable piece. See a couple of little bubbles in there, but I'm not going to worry about it. Right, guys, just not going to let it sit too long. Don't want the copper leaching into my translucent too much. But I will just let it sit a minute, have a quick clean up, and then we'll slice and make something with it. See you in a minute. Okay guys, this has rested a little bit. I've just got two cutters out. I thought I'd use this. This is a Melanie Muir cutter, and I can't remember whose cutter this is, but there's probably a link. If there isn't a link, I'll put one in the description. I just really like this shape, so I'll just do two little pendants with it, two different shapes, and I'll just get my square pairs out, my thickness guides out, and again trying to make the most of translucency. I will take them down to 3mm, the pendants, and I'm going to try and do my pendants a little bit chunkier, but 3mm's not a bad size. Okay, let's give this a slice. Oh, should have cleaned my blade first maybe. Let's give it a wipe. Okay, I think I'll just cut it straight in half. Don't know where to cut it. I maybe cut it on a bit of an angle, or shall I cut it into 3? Oh, decisions. Shall I make it a bit fatter? No, just cut it, Kath. Just cut it in half. I'll just keep my eye on my blade. Oh, I think that'll look quite cool. Right, let's get my guides. I'll take it down to, maybe use my 6s first, guys, and I don't overstretch it. I'll take it down. Take it down to a 6 that way, and then I'll turn it. Take it down to a 4.5. I'm only doing this, guys, and I just don't overstretch it, if that makes sense. And that'll be plenty big enough for that cutter. So I'll turn it again, and I'll take it down to 3mm. keep meaning to turn these over while I'm doing it. There we go. That's nice now. I will, even though I've rolled it, I will burnish it, guys. Make sure we get a nice finish on it. I don't know where my other burnisher is, so I'll just use this one. Okay, this is quite big. I might be able to get smearings out of it as well. Just got to do it so I know that I'll get a bit of black and a bit of copper for the earrings. Should I do this one with this? Do something else with that. Decisions. I quite like how that would be there. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Stop faffing, Kath. I'm just going to use a bit of glove. Lady did ask a question the last time I did this, guys. These are just like the hairdressing gloves, the vinyl type gloves, not the snatchy blue black rubber gloves that you can get. You know, they're dirt cheap, aren't they? So that these are just them. Okay, so just make sure that that's cut the way all the way through. Give it a little wiggle. I don't think it's quite cut all the way through, guys, but let's just pick this excess up. I can clean it up in a second. It just seems a shame to waste that, doesn't it? Well, I'm not going to waste it, but you know what I mean. I could make some earrings, couldn't I? Let me just smooth it down. Grab my little, I won't be a sec, they're just to the side. Oh no, I've got a wasp in, great. Sorry guys. Yeah, just got these little earrings. So what I want to do is make sure I get copper and black in them both. So, oh, maybe if I do them there and there, I've got copper and black in them both then. Right. There's one. There's two. Okay. Now I just need to clean this edge up because I'm not happy with that. No, that's not going to cut it. Let's do it with my nail. Just want to get that feathery edge off. I would say that's probably to do more with the fact that I use the thick rubber glove, guys, than the cutter itself. But let's get it cleaned up a little bit before I pick it up. And it's less work, isn't it? I'm just taking my nail around it, guys. Now you know why my nails are always terrible. Okay, that's not too bad. They're pretty clean. Let's get my green mould for this. Let's get this picked up first. pop it on and just get that shape how I want it. And this sticks down quite well to this mould. I suppose it depends a bit on your clay, doesn't it, as well. But this is quite fresh with it being translucent. I'm just going to go around that again with my nails, guys, just to make sure that edge is clean. It'll save me having to work too much on it when it comes out the oven. Sorry, I brought it a bit nearer to me than I could see. Just sliding my nail around it and it trims that fluffy edge off. Let's tuck that tail in. Just get that curl around a bit more. There we go, that'll do. Okay, so that's a pendant. Caught it with my nail there. And I've just popped the earrings on the side of this to give them a bit of a curve. Again, try not to mould with them too much. Let's be gentle, I suppose. I'll just pat them down. Let's go in with the ball tool and see if I can't clean that edge up a bit. So the problem with these, they're so little, you can't really get in to clean that edge up. I think that'll do. Don't want to mess with them too much and distort the shape. Let's pick this one up. Little crumb. Just tucking that in a little bit and bringing that flick around. Just make sure they match. I'll just bring that end in a little bit. There we go. Make sure they're flattened down nicely and they're not going to move. Okie dokie. I think they will be okay now. Just pop that to one side, guys, and then we'll do something with this piece, which was a little bit thinner, I think. Where's my 6mm? I'll just bring my 6mm in. I'm just going to turn them that way, then they don't make that noise. Yeah, that one was quite a bit thinner. 4 1/2. Now I need this to go a bit longer, guys, so I'm not going to turn it. I'm just going to let it do its do that way. And then I'll bring the 3mm in. Picked up a bit of Doris. There we go. I think this one's going to be interesting because it's quite a lot of it's hidden behind the translucent or a bit of glove. I'll just make sure I get the right side. One side's smooth and one side isn't. Oh, let me give that a burnish. Okie, get our plastic on, and again trying to see the black through. I can see some there that's quite pale there, and I can see some here, so I think I'll do it here, catch that bit in. how lovely that's cut. Such a difference, isn't it, with the metal cutters? There it is. Sorry guys, I was looking for my blade. Okay, let's get this picked up. Just check for crumbs. Don't think there is any. Just a little bit of one there. I'll just smooth that. It's where the seam is on the cutter. Okay, let's give this a little burnish. Make sure it's nice and smooth. Again, go around with my nail just to get that edge lovely and tidy. Let's pat that end bit down. There we go guys, so we've got two nice pendants out of that. I have got a fair bit of scraps, I know. I may do something with them. I'll show you if I do, and I'll go and get these in the ovens guys, and I'll see you when they're baked. See you in a minute. Hi guys. Oh, I'm all wonky, 1 second. There we go. Yeah, all done, baked. I've took the liberty of giving them a quick buff. So these are our curly pieces, and I'm just loving the depth on these. The copper at depth just has a red tone, but obviously when it's on the surface you get the mica shift and mica shining, so that gives loads of depth as it is. And the same really with the black, because the deeper layers it's almost greyed out. So there's the pendant we made. Here's the earrings. Quite a bit of surface stuff on these ones guys, so little spots of depth in there and translucency in there. All I'm going to do with those guys is just put my eye pins in the top, make a simple pendant and earrings with them. I'll do that off screen, you'll have seen the photos already. Here's the other piece that had lots of translucency in. Again, lots of depth in this piece. Hope you can make some of that out on camera. Sad to show you the translucency really. I really want to try and take this a little bit thinner, because of course the thicker your piece, you lose some of the translucency, don't you? But again, the depth and everything in that piece is fabulous. This was just a scrap I cut off the edge. There was a bit of a bubble there, but it just looks kind of funky with bits of the gold and black just popping to the surface. And with all the scraps I just made a massive lentil bead with the scraps. I'll probably just use it as a bit of a paperweight or something, because there is a bit of placking and stuff, but it looks kind of funky, doesn't it? And that was just with the scraps. Didn't buff it up really, that's just how it came out. So there you go guys, just the Mokume Ana again, just showing you with some different colours, so it looks totally different, doesn't it? Just by using different shades. Again, like the bokeh, you can get very subtle soft effect using very subtle soft colours, or you can get very strong effects using strong colours. I'll just show you this piece. I was playing with some scraps and I did this, and that's copper and metallic green. It looks quite Christmassy to me. Not really my kind of thing guys, colours wise, but that green is worth a play on its own, maybe mixed with the pearl from the first one, but that was just a scrap of copper and a scrap of green. some really good depth, and I just put lines through it instead of poking holes in it for something different. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed the technique. Seen a few people who've already had a go, which is fabulous to see. So I shall just see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.